Lance is in the standing scenario, and I have my shin to shin. One of the biggest differences that I like and that is noticeable is how you use your right leg. So you're going to use, in this case, it's my right leg, of course, how you use your push and drive leg. Typically, with the gi, it's not going to be driving in the middle. It's going to be posted on this far leg until it drives into the middle. And namely, one of the biggest reasons for that is there's a loop choke from here that is exceptionally strong, and one that is definitely not worth dealing with. And one of the main ways that you can stop this is just to have this leg posted so that his weight stays back. And I'll show you guys the loop choke. But one of the methods, one of the things that this also accomplishes is it accomplishes an obstacle in Lance's way to have that foot posted on there. And it causes him a reaction to push it down. So in essence, you could use this tool without the gi, but it's just not necessary. With no grips, with no loop chokes, you can just get onto it and get going, because the techniques that we're going to win when he pushes the leg down won't really exist without the gi anyway. So just shortcut it, put your leg there, drive, get your offense going. But with the gi, it is absolutely a great idea to have your elbow deep. Everything else is the same, but then have our right foot on the inside of the thigh. Please put your foot on the thigh and not on the knee itself. We want our foot on the thigh. And then we want exactly the same. I want you to have an elbow deep. I want this leg to be active, and I want to be pushing and pulling. There's still that push-pull a little bit. It's just that I'm not bringing him onto me yet. I'm using this more as a push with the foot and a pull with my arm, and it basically puts pressure and tension into his body, and is going to cause these reactions that we're going to capitalize on, and some of this, I guess, newer offense or additional offense that we can do with the gi. Let's take a look. I'll show you the loop choke that I'm talking about. So just so that we know, it's a doozy, okay? So when we are in shin to shin, because we have the collar is such a handy tool that even if he has an elbow deep, it's not an underhook that I need to make this happen. It's just simply gripping the collar that's actually quite loose in nature. So it's a very simple grip for someone to get when Lance is in the seated position. And then all I need to do two things. I need to pass his head into my armpit and then close the distance, which can happen super fast. And then I need to grab this knee. Okay? If I'm in my base and I can keep pulled back, this loop choke becomes quite feasible. So it's a simple hand entry. It's a simple passing of his head to the side. My shoulder closes the distance. It's a simple grip of the knee. And now I'm just going to forward roll over Lance. So when I forward roll, now all of a sudden I have this loop choke where I have the knee, I have the collar engaged. I can now walk, bring my elbow to my hip. He can't roll either way. And then we're in a very bad scenario if you're the individual on the bottom. So we need to be very worried about this technique, because it's easy to get the hand in, and it is B, exceptionally fast to roll over. So we're going to put the foot on there to counter it. And so then we're going to go through a series of additional attacks next that you can use. I want you to utilize these things, and then you will not have to worry so much about the loop choke. All right, I'll take you quickly through one of the additional sweeps that is a very, very good one, and it's going to set us up for a few different things. So Lance is on his feet. I've got shin to shin with the gi. I've got my foot on the thigh, as I mentioned, and we are ready. So here's the scenario. He's probably going to have to remove this foot. Again, if I use this well, it stops or really shuts down that loop choke because he can't come forward enough. Even if with his hand in the collar, he can't come forward enough to stuff my head in his armpit. Not with this leg here. So it's a very, it almost happens at will that they push this leg down like that, okay?